Hey everybody, starting off this vlog for our trip to Ireland and England. Very excited to be going there. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm all packed up and I'm excited to share the trip with y'all. It's going to be sick. Hey everybody, just checking back in. We have safely landed in Dublin. We are in the hotel room right now. It's pretty neat. Kelsey's here.
Hey!
It's going to be a good time. We have some shenanigans planned that you will be seeing soon. I'm not going to give it away. You got to watch to find out. See you guys in a bit. Kelsey and I's first stop in Dublin was the legendary Temple Bar.
Jesus loves you more than he would know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God wish to please, he sees you out himself.
After about a 20-minute walk through the lovely cobblestone streets of Dublin, Kelsey and I finally made it over to the Guinness factory. The Guinness factory was outstanding. I could not recommend it more highly. They talk a lot about the rich history of Guinness here. Obviously, it's got a super long history, so there's a lot to go over. There's a lot to see and do. And they're also not afraid to get a little silly. This whole little part with the goofy animals. I went to the top and I tasted a real Guinness from Guinness. I hate to say, I did not like it. So I didn't include the footage because I didn't think it would make any sense. We walking into Teeling Distillery right after going to the Jameson factory. Not Jameson, Guinness. Don't worry, everything's fine. Yeah, I haven't had anything yet to drink. This is gonna be sweet. Teeling Distillery was a local whiskey distillery with a lot of rich history. They were one of the main whiskey makers in Ireland for a long time before a big fire took them out, and they've been on the come up again ever since. They're getting back out there. Their product is super good. Not a sponsor. But it was really cool to see their process, how they pot still it, how they kind of do it with care. It was a lot of fun to kind of see the ins and outs of the experience and kind of just check out the whole whiskey making process in general. This is actually great. I debate putting the camera into the mash to show you guys what it looks like, but I was so afraid I was going to drop it because for this whole trip I didn't actually have my grip on me, which is why the video was shaky, so I thought better of it. Hey y'all, day 2 starting out. Gonna be a big travel day. Obviously day 1 was super fun. Looks like today I'm gonna be checking out the Jameson distillery with any sort of luck, but it's a big travel day. Heading to Galway. It's gonna be sick. See you guys there. So before hopping on the train to Galway, I decided to make my way on my own over to the old Jameson factory. I took their tour and learned a lot about the rich history and had a couple of samples. It's another great tour, just like Guinness. I would highly, highly recommend it for anybody in the Dublin area. If you're visiting, if you're going at all, there's a lot of different souvenirs and things you can get. I got a couple things for myself. Definitely highly recommend it. From there, we got on the train to Galway, and the only thing I can really say about that is cows and rolling hills and lovely greenery galore. It was definitely a very nice and easy train ride as we made our way into Galway. Oh, the Galway Airbnb is pretty sick. Let's take a look around. This is where I'm gonna stay, because I did not take the big bed in Dublin. Get my own bathroom. Big old bed. Is nice. There's a second bedroom. It's amazing. This one's got 2 beds. And a TV. A little jelly I don't get the TV, but that's fine. Cool living room. Sitting room area. Into a kitchen, dining. all the way around the corner. Bang. A lot of different washing type mechanisms. Pretty great. But probably the coolest thing, it looks like we got a little old deck here. Little old deck. So yeah, I'd say this one's a win. Galway so far has been pretty sweet. We are at the morning of day 3 total of the trip. Starting our second morning in Galway. First morning in Galway, second kind of day. I don't got a lot of footage of us yesterday, but the city's beautiful. I'm hoping to get more today, but we're going out on a boat to the Cliffs of Moher in a cool little island, so we'll be getting a lot of footage of that. It's gonna be dope. Early the next morning, Kelsey and I boarded the ferry, which was conveniently located right next to our Airbnb, and we started our journey to Inishmore Island. We have just arrived at the Aran Islands. We have 3 hours to kind of find shenanigans and see what we want to do. It's going to be pretty cool.
Yes, we're specifically on Inishmore.
Kelsey and I had 3 hours on Inishmore Island before the ferry left for the Cliffs of Moher. We elected to take a van tour around the island and see kind of the local scenery and also look at a lot of the old structures. Our van tour happened to stop at what is known as Black Fort. It has some sort of Irish name that I am not going to try to pronounce here. Probably took about 20 or so minutes to get to the top, and man, was the view worth it. You could see nothing but waves as far as the eye can see. It was a cloudy day, but I've heard you can actually see Galway proper on a clear enough day from up there. It really was a sight to behold. I want to just kind of soak this in and let you guys experience this. The van tour also took us to some old churches and graveyards. It was very wild to see the contrast between some of these old, destroyed, kind of run-down buildings and gravestones, while also seeing some newer ones, some more modern ones in there, to show that really this place blends its history, it still remembers its past, and there's some people, you know, who have been buried here for hundreds and hundreds of years, as well as the people who still live here, you know, utilizing the space. And it was just cool to see the blend of something with that much history and still have kind of a modern twist for such a small and quiet private island. It was really neat. After having lunch and meeting some great people at the local bar, we went back onto the ferry and headed out to the Cliffs of Moher. There was a pod of dolphins following the boat that I didn't unfortunately get any footage of, which would have been cool, but that's kind of a bummer. The people who run the ferry were describing all the great things and the historical significance of the cliffs, how they were in the Lord of the Rings movies and in the Harry Potter movies. And again, the photos and videos don't quite do it justice. It's a really amazing experience, and I highly recommend checking it out for yourself if you ever get the chance to go to Ireland, and more specifically the Aran Islands and Inishmore. Hey everybody, my face is a little swollen from yesterday because even though it's misty and cloudy in Ireland most of the time, if you spend most of your day on a boat, you're still going to get a little bit of sun. So my face is swollen a little bit, but holy crap, what a day yesterday. The Aran Islands were amazing. It's sad to be leaving today. Actually, today's a pretty huge travel day. We're going from Galway back to Dublin, then flying into London, and then going to Winchester. So we have to leave here. Our train's at about 11 a.m., and we're going to be getting into Winchester at about 10 p.m. So it'll probably be a lot of travel footage today if I get anything at all. So stay tuned for that, but it's going to be more of a travel day today as we, change countries. But I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching part 1 of the travel vlog, the Ireland portion of things. In the next episode, we head over to England and go to Winchester and London, where we do things like observe Winchester Cathedral and check out Emirates Football Stadium, where Arsenal plays its games. You won't want to miss it, so be sure to stay tuned for part 2 coming soon.